Oh dear. Huh? Wait. I'm having an issue. Hang on, guys, I'm having an issue. Okay, why didn't Twitch load on my phone? What is up, it is Iron Handy in the old Games Corner Classic Game Roulette. It is time to hopefully finish Final Fantasy V here. I see we've already got people in here. GT, Phantom, good to see you all. Hang on, let me test something here. Which, can't really do that here. Awkward. So, yeah, I think I'm finally ready to finish this. It's just, there's some things I may have finished prior to starting this that I may have eventually got to. Like, there's supposed to be a rare enemy that I would encounter in here that I actually didn't learn a spell I needed to acquire by way of Blue Mage. And it's the this town here? Oh my god. Oh, and another thing. I've been playing the game wrong this whole time. You see the battle speed? I was supposed to have it on slow. Anyway, I hope you all are, I don't know if any of you that popped in are still here. Hey, I saw your messages, okay? I don't know why Twitch wouldn't load on my phone for some reason. Anyway. This might not be in the place that I'm thinking of that has what I'm looking for. Or is it? No, it isn't. Okay. Okay, so, here's the thing. If I use this to get over there, and yeah, this is one where I could have, huh. So if I actually did go over here, so you're the ones fighting against X-Staff, and this is my treasure, please accept it. So, ribbon. I choose not to, but oh well. There used to be a time in there you could see the viewer count or anybody online through your mobile device. It don't work like that anymore. Anyway, I'm not gonna debate this situation. Other than the fact that, one other vital thing I want to discuss is that, alright, I might as well speed you up, yeah? Or would've. So, yeah, I think I may have pointed that out. But getting this stuff actually mattered. Along with ribbons, but yeah, that's besides the point. Didn't mean to do that. I don't even have the money. I feel like I want to dispose of anything that I care not for. Although, personally, if you ask me, the only reason I even got the level 5 Doom spell is by way of, using the bone armor. There was another way, though. Could have used the cursed ring, or whatever it was called in this version. Yeah, I'm not gonna debate what happened there. Did I not swap it? Oh, yeah. It's not an issue. I won't say that. But this is where I had to go. You're also gonna probably see a good bit of cutting ahead because I did a good load of this stuff off stream. Mainly because I did not want to put up with having to do a lot of grinding before the final battle. So I wouldn't say this isn't too much of an issue. I wouldn't think. Anyway, I guess a certain little somebody only just happened to be in Bonga's stream for the points. At work again, huh? Yeah, that's just an effect that the chicken knife has for you. So as you come in here for the first time, we monsters who have been sealed in the cleft of dimension for a millennium X stuff will unleash the power of the void, and a world of us monsters, a world of darkness will be born. Four, seven. They're gonna fight 7 of them. Yes. Although one of them is optional. We can't let you stand in his way. You will die here in the cleft of dimension by the hand of our dark powers. Well, at least here. That's Ether. And this is a cabin. These level check enemies are a good way to learn the level 2, level 3, and level 2, level 3, level 4, and even the level 5 spells if you have not learned them at this point in the game. But yeah, even the roulette spell, which honestly is actually kind of annoying, is the kind that you'll be able to learn through here if you haven't already at this point. One sec. Okay, good. So, everyone's level is at a prime number, which means they're going to be ineffective. Or, yeah, every level 2, level 3, and level 4, and level 5, every attack that these enemies are gonna do on the party will not work. I'm not gonna summon anybody back to the chat room who was in here before because I don't have to do that. Maybe they've got other personal stuff in their lives like I have. Is that rain? I didn't expect rain. So, it's another elixir. I'm basically just passing on these chests to save time, because, well, I basically technically did get them. But, yeah. Another drain sword. Joy. What the... Oh my god. That almost disrupted the stream. I thought I stopped all phone calls on this one. I can't deal with that right now. Anyway. I did not think that sort of thing would pop in, but what you gonna do? Alright, I didn't have to do that if I didn't have to leave the goddamn room, so I decided to speed things up. So what would have taken a minute is now 10 seconds. I apologize for that. Though, what I could have also done was go off to the one part. So, yeah, this is basically the Mirage Village that you saw in the overworld, except nothing moves here. Although you can still use this part which heals you, which is the only thing that still works. Okay, so, you see those white wind enemies? I think I want to go out of my way to have the one user who has blue mage status learn its powers, but I also want to have the one Beastmaster or a mediator with the power to control them. Needless to say, this is, one of the more actually useful blue mage spells that you want to have. In all honesty, I think I've already did the rough stuff. Now that you did your duty, you're gonna have to die now, thank you. Gotcha. Okay, where am I? Okay, now it's gonna suck. Can I still salvage this? Yeah, no. Fuckers killed themselves. Which is why I'm going to cut ahead again. Wrong state. I meant to load from here. Which, again, I have to mess about here. But, I believe in this fight, everyone needs to have wall rings. Or at least ones that have it. What you could also do is, use the carbuncle summon. That should be able to do something. But it also wouldn't hurt to have the blue mage spell at this point, which I probably should have done beforehand. Oh well, I think I can still remedy this situation. Huh. Okay, give me a moment here. I don't even know why I had to hold on to some of that. At any rate, never mind what was going on earlier. Apparently, this device can still pick up phone calls. Okay. Was trying to figure out what I had there. So basically, the white wind spell will heal anybody even when they have a reflex status. Oh yeah, whoops. That went a bit overkill there. I think this should do wonders because the fungus in... Oh, whoops. Alright, fine. not guaranteed that. If I had that out, I would be able to put up a wall to prevent anybody from getting brainwashed. It's better. As to why Butts is jobless, I have a plan that is being devised right now. Huh. Uh-oh. Yeah, might as well. But, you see, this is important because I want you to, have you that, which is actually what I need to use against the boss. With that, I believe we're ready. I just need to use up ethers so that the battle can begin post-haste. Take a peaceful rest in the forest. Forever! Okay, there's no way you would have known to do that. Was that the intention? Huh. Guys, you'll have to hold on. I'll be right back. Large downpour. I know. It's so good. Oh. All right, back. I really hate it when that happens, but what you gonna do? I've come to an understanding that, someone may, it does seem like a good idea. Take a peaceful rest in the forest. Forever! The fact that you would have it cast on the one with reflect seems to come down to the fact that this could be a trouble. But hey, better regen than armor. I'll tell you what though. She's weak to venom. Huh. Oh, right. I forgot to take off a few abilities. Some of this should be able to work. Yeah, I think I'll just, run my luck with that. Because, the fact stands, anybody with the chicken knife is able to do a lot of damage if a sword dance were to work. 'Cause, hey, works wonders. Alright, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins! If you know, you know. Alright, that should be able to work. Should though. Or, you know, I can just do it on you. Wait. Just do it, damn it. The only trouble is the end events of the whole situation, and well, that's basically it. No big deal, though. This fight shouldn't be too much of an issue. Just be prepared to run with this. It could take a little while. Physical strikes might not cut it. Yeah, I can't really debate how that's gonna work. At least I got that. Although, fair warning, sometimes White Wind may restore at a poor amount. Oh, that's troublesome. I forgot you even did that. Oh. Trying to do more than one thing at once. Alright, go to Netflix. Netflix and chill. In retrospect, this is actually one of the more annoying fights. Still something I'll be able to pull through, though. All things considered. Sick. There was something. Oh, yeah, there we go. Wait. Forgot to take that out. The last Walking Dead show that I have yet to finish. I don't know if that's gonna do any good, bro. And you're defeated. So, bit of a waterfall area, huh? So, though I get the feeling I might have missed something, go figure, I'm pretty sure it don't matter. Right? Oh, yeah. I have to remember to, have battle speed on the slowest setting. It makes running away from battles so much easier. So that's a coral ring. Not that I wanted to waste my time more than intended, it's just, I have proof that I don't need to do that. Alright. Because I have yet to defeat that thing or another super boss coming up, I'm just gonna flat out ignore them because they're basically tougher than the final boss. I've said it. Oh, right. I forgot I could, use the, healing spot. My bad. Also, I can't help it if I get called out to the room to do stuff. That's life. What you gonna do about it? That's probably why I haven't been able to stream in a couple of days, even if I wanted to get the grinding out of the way, which would not have taken as long if I didn't have to do stuff in between. That's life. A book written by a wizard. The Secret of Gigaflare. This magic leaves a moment of vulnerability during preparation. A book from 1,000 years ago. They appeared from the sky, the one without a heart, Omega, and the one who followed it. Shinryu. Not even the heroes who hold the 12 weapons are a match for them. It's best to let them rest quietly in the cleft of dimension. Never try to speak to them. Oh, that's right? So, I forgot to give you a job. Not that it's gonna matter, but I might as well do it now. At any rate, I have a boss who is weak to fire attacks. It really shouldn't take a lot to defeat the guy anyway, so let's go! And at this point in the game, I'm not afraid to save state. You've made it this far, but your lives are already up! They were gone the instant you flipped the dimensional switch in this book. Can't really debate how it's my fault, and it's just... What are you trying to prove, bro? So... Fire magic, even Flare in a Bahamut, and fire spells or fire scrolls will do the trick. You really don't even have to try to and think of a strategy. Just be aware that he will cast Toad on you, in which case equip some ribbons. Huh. Probably not the only one who's gonna do that. But if I would have known, I would have done it. Then you'll have to remain a pretender of this society. Sorry about that. And anyone who didn't have that active should stay in that form at least until the fight is over. Oh, whoops. I didn't even know I was gonna do that. There we go. I'm gonna give you that. And I give you that. I've come to realize that having ribbons on it could have made a great deal of a help. Doesn't cut and doesn't help the fact that they can cut your magic like that. You know, that can work too. Until that happens. No effect. Oh dear, that's the worst thing that could happen. And I didn't even think it would be a defector because you don't realize what is gonna happen at this point. Whatever, somebody's gonna have to take the fall. Well, you are an easier boss, and you still aren't without your own annoyances. There. Done and dusted. You were basically in Black Mage status, and, yeah, and you were a knight. That didn't do nothing at all. Alright. Let's just see what comes out. I don't know what's worse out here, the dragon enemies or the ninja. Yes, not to be confused with the ninja class that you and is a job. Actual ninja enemies. This could be an issue here. It's not gonna do that again, is it? That's gonna put me in a situation. Oh, yeah. Some of the bard ability songs that you can learn, and I at least got some of them, but I didn't get all of them. Uh-oh, this is gonna be trouble. Oh, you're all out. So, I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna get out of this alive. Sure, everybody's been getting lucky, but, that luck is bound to, run out. Oh, wait, yeah. I can hear myself fine. So, I don't know what I'm so worried about. Let's turn them against each other. See how you like it. I need a hero. Yeah, there was the 80s version, and then there's the version you heard in the Shrek 2 movie, which coincidentally enough had another version playing in the credits. End credits. I never really imagined it would turn out like that. Go ahead, do your worst. Oh, now you're dead. Yeah, I'm not having that. The last thing I want is to be ambushed. I'm also not a big fan of enemies that counterattack you no matter what battle speed you have on. I'm pretty sure I've ran into a good number of them before in the game, but there is gonna be one particular enemy in the final dungeon before Xdev himself that can be really annoying. This is basically the outskirts of a floating castle suspended in the air. Go figure. I mean, what is this? Paper Mario? In case you were wondering, that was a joke. Did y'all have to take me seriously? Anyway. Thor's hammer and one other item that is right over here. Yeah, these are basically some rather frustrating enemies that you have to deal with. The baddest of the bad, as they were. Because I can't word it any better. Alright, let's just move on. I'm kind of like... So, I might as well show you one other item that I got. That's basically another helpful item that's gonna serve me later. And this is going to be one of those situations, right? For these 3 jobbers, they're not gonna be that much of a trouble. And then you get into the big guns. The one behind there is not gonna be too much of a trouble. The one back here might. Alright, give me a second here. Oh, whoops. Alright, so you're wondering what it is I just did. Since I'm already in the fight, let's just say that, I did a lot of job training at this point. But when I landed in the save state, I didn't think I would be thrust right into the fight with one of these guys. Needless to say, they aren't really too much of a problem. It's just, they can remove you from the party. What are you doing? You can't just do that. Oh dear. So, I kind of thought I wouldn't have to, you know... Huh. Well, at least you're not doing stupid shit. So, you're really a monster. This is going to happen 5 more times. In all due respect, I didn't know that I was right at the door when I started fighting these guys. Maybe it isn't such an issue at the top one, but the bottom one, ugh, even through the bars. Even at this point, they're not gonna be too much of an issue now, cause they're basically a weaker form of the boss I fought in the floating ruins. I don't know why that's not working anymore. And you did. I must have already fought in the first one. Yeah. Now that the door's open, I don't think I'm ready to fight another one. Also, you're wasting your time in opening the other doors. But, yeah. I had this from the white flame enemies in the forest part of the Cleft of Dimension. Now I'm here. Okay, what do I have to do against this guy? I don't know why, just... Okay, so basically, this is the guy that is actually weak to poison moves. So, having understood that, I think it's time to whip it out. Not like that, you crazy knobs. Don't be weird. So, understanding what I am in for, you have to make do of what you got. Which, alright, so let's have you take this. And then take that. Summoning. Okay. I want that. I want the other one. I want time magic. This is just one of those situations where it could mean a lot. Okay, what do I got? Alright, go for it, man. I can't just let you boom it, though. Showtime. You are the warriors that hold the pieces of the crystals? I see. Then you will die here! Alright, that has to be. You know, hindsight aside, I should have known better than to play that at a top speed, top battle speed. When I know, I should have known. Okay, yeah. That's the point, bucko. Don't worry. Someone will, in fact, have blue magic. In which case, one will have to do. I have one for solo healing purposes at least. Anyway, not only are you weak to venom, but you are also weak to bio. So yeah, you can do that. Oh boy, isn't that gonna be trouble. Landed a crit! Another crit! I find that amazing, and you need a heal. Dude! I just aced that battle! What? Okay, so, you're already in that status, so let's go directly to, this fight. Alright, Butts. You're on healing duty. I don't even have to do a lot of healing, actually. Huh. Hold on. Okay, so this fight is actually pretty easy. Just so long as you come to an understanding that you have to deal with the that which forces everybody who doesn't have reflect on to the ground. In which case, let's bring them back in the air, you know. Just so it can be airborne as well. I don't think I was asking for that, you know. But you know what? Easiest boss of the Big Seven. Yeah, I counted, and there was one. Then I fought in the forest. One in the library area. Two that you'll see both of them in this very dungeon here. which, this here isn't even a woman at all. You're gonna fight him, and I did say him, in the throne room. I was trapped in there. Thank you so much for helping me. You're so great. You're probably wondering why your butts didn't feel any love from that. That's mighty sus right there. Okay. You're basically... You know what? Let's just go full ham on this, because I don't even care who you're gonna be. Just so long as you still got work to do with that job. Alright, you're gonna be a monk. You still got night work to do there, so I'm just gonna have you stay at night. That much I at least know. Slight health change, along with Ferris, but it's okay. I'm gonna leave you all alone, because, well, I don't need to bother with that. The encounters here can still be a pain, especially the enemies that no Deathclaw against you, and holy fuck, most annoying game in the enemy in the game. Fudge. I got it wrong. Most annoying enemy in the game. What's wrong with me? Do me a solid and get out of my sight. Oh, one left. Not for long. Wait, come on! Didn't even take that many steps before the next encounter! Hey, at least I got away from that. Oh yeah, if you walk to the right... There's that chest that we saw earlier. No, 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 no. I don't have to waste my time on you. But see, you're less likely to get flanked if you have the battle speed on slow is, try to run away. Okay, why am I being forced back to the throne as I try to leave the area? You can't run away. You took my kiss of death. I'll play with you. I, the king of the dimensional castle, Holocaustos will. Alright, so I'm basically gonna have to do a little alterations in here. Anybody who at least has mastered, or should anyway. Actually, if anyone who is a freelancer can equip anything, so that's probably the best bet right now. I should at least have optimal equipment on people anyway, or the proper abilities to set up whatever. So even if you aren't able to, equip the ribbons, you should still do it anyway. So everybody but Butts is a freelancer for this fight. Okay, what did you have? It's not a big deal. I'm basically gonna have you, do this. Bring it on. I'm not gonna let you use that. I'm gonna let her use this. And one last user takes center stage. Oh, yeah, right. Another easy battle, really. It's just, you have to put up with the frog status. What happened to Twitter? Why did it take 30 seconds for Twitter to do anything. Anyway. Another easy battle. Look, I just did 9999 damage to him. Wow. Hold on a second. I gave Kara the ribbon. You know what the problem is? It's the auto-equip. Let's do this. That didn't go so well. No big deal. Out all you got? I guess I can't really complain too much because he's the only one without a reflect ring, so or wall ring. So what you gonna do about it? There we go. Five down, two more to go. This is it. Ahead of your lights, the space where the void is sealed, and I won't let you enter. Okay, so this is actually a tougher fight, just for the matter of fact that he is able to counter with some really nasty stuff. I can't fault you if you want to rely on this strategy, so by all means do it. He would usually counter with that one water spell anyway. So let's do it! Although that, if you have ice shields, that would also be helpful. Which, needless to say, I could have figured that out. Not a big deal. It happens. What you want to be prepared for is when it says that he's about to use the Giga Flare move. That's when, well, you'll find out. That ain't gonna do it. Okay, did I just defeat him without having to interrupt his Giga Flare? Wow! That was easier than I thought it would be. No. Okay, so, as things stand, let me see which is the right one. Not any of those. Oh, right. Alright. You're wondering what I just did. I was trying to find a state where I had to go all the way back and grind levels just so I could get a few abilities, spells, whatever. This is what I have now. Although, I don't have that other one, which needless to say, I'm also gonna need. Yeah. Oh boy. You know what? I don't have to fight you. Like I said, if you have slow battle in speed on, the slowest speed available, you won't have to put up with the encounters as much as you would have had to otherwise. I learned that the hard way. When we run into a familiar face. Okay, so, what do I got? Yeah. Go ahead. Another monster! Huh! I think the only time you're gonna be able to talk sense to him is once you hit him enough times. But it's you, isn't it? Why didn't you say so? Because you didn't listen, you dummy. You clearly are a tad moronic. The monsters are scary, and I couldn't find my way out. I'm about to cry. By the way, how'd you get here? What explains what happened. I see. Now I can get home. How'd you like to escape? Oh yeah, that's right. Well, if we live, let's meet again. I know we will. At that time, we'll be friends. Never mind. Later. After everything that happened and being X-Death's lackey up until the betrayal, makes me come to an understanding of what conspired, and yeah, it's up to your interpretation how it all went out. Oh boy. And how I feel about this situation. Oh boy. Get out of the battle. Now. Oh, you gotta be fucking with me. Psych! What is wrong with you? Did they just catch up to me? Honestly, though, you had it into a fight a total of 5 bosses to get the X-Staff, plus a few more if you wanted in the save spots. Or this one chest over here. Or then one particular little enemy that would just get in your way, and that's about it. Nothing else. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. So, I'm not gonna bother with that. And here's one particular room that, if you're to stick around long enough, you will fight an enemy group that will give you a shit ton of money and ABP. I can't guarantee I'll be able to get to them here, but jump cut time! I'm not sure what purpose that had, but I might as well have done that. It's light. I won't let you have it. With these four barriers, I am now invincible. Can you defeat me? So basically, you're the leader of those monsters I saw at the gate leading to the next area in the first area of the cleft of dimension. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, we're basically in this situation where it's coming to a race against time. You want one fighter to with the most amount of speed to have the strongest weapon. Not that I'll do any good, but I do not want to be in a situation where I could get decimated. Oh, right. I'm basically gonna swap their characteristics. This is what I would have said if I had you be a dancer. You know, you're more capable of doing this. Why don't you have it? Not that it's gonna do a difference. You know, actually, that was what I was thinking, but it's not gonna work. Hey, I don't have slow battle speed on, don't I? That's probably what's going on with this situation. I'll be able to win this time, I'm sure of it. I think they have at least an approximate of 6,000 HP. And not the boss himself. That's the last thing I want, you know? Alright, where are we? In my opinion, the wall ring is gonna do more of a service than anything else I have. Try, just try me, buddy. You won't be able to target the same person twice. Or is it? Yeah, I don't know. Alright. I don't know how that's gonna do any good. Cause, it's more like maybe you need running shoes on people. I'm not entirely sure what this is gonna prove. Oh, there we go. With that, I should be able to destroy you. And soon. Nice crit! Oh, you're going again so soon. Alright, bring it on! 2 barriers down already. I never thought I'd live to see the day I'd take in control of this whole thing. Okay, your move. My invincible barrier. Then I have no choice. Have a taste of my real power. So, that basically inflicts flash on everybody. Or darkness. Which you can use heal for that. Okay, I'm basically trying to manipulate the system to make me do the right thing. Oh dear. Didn't want you to do that. There we go. You will have to patch us up in a pinch. You're basically the damage dealer now, but... Oh no! Fuck it. You don't have to get up if you don't want to. Until now, that is. Defense wall! I'm gonna say though, I did a hell of a lot of damage and he still hasn't shown up. Oh boy. There goes the wall. Oh no, that ain't doing shit right now. I don't know what that's supposed to do. It's him! Gilgamesh! Phew! I made it! If I go home right now, I'll remain in history as a weakling. Blabbermouth. I'll get rid of you first! And pick yourself up from this situation. You're pretty good! You can even defeat the great Gilgamesh? For once, he's our ally. Huh. What are you trying to do? At least that did something. Kuh! Your grandfather he was a strong man. Grandpa. Ferris. Go fall in love. Then you'd be more feminine. Ellipses. Lena! Never forget your love for animals. Ellipses. But I would have liked to have a one-on-one battle with you. You were such you were such good friends, Gilgamesh. Joy! That's my line! Kamikaze attack. The final Fiend of the Seven is dead. Before taking on the big bad himself, if I can get to fighting them here, in which case maybe it's not gonna happen here. That does not have to be out in front. Yeah. Okay. Not a big deal. Maybe it's not gonna give me those after all. You see, I'm trying to fight these the three enemies that call themselves movers. Even though they aren't that hard to kill, they can still force you out of the battle as if to say, boom. It's like the game pulling the plug, you ain't doing it. Reminds you of when you fight a monster in the another monster in the Godzilla NES game. If you take too long to defeat the opposing monster, you get kicked out of the battle. So that's basically the same thing. I'm gonna try... I'm gonna try one more time, and if I ain't getting the encounter I want, I'm just gonna move on. Oh dear. Now see, this is the kind of situation I hate. I'd rather not fight those necromancer enemies because they can zombify a party member. And the only way to cure that status, other than a special pot, is by way of the revivify items. This isn't working, man. Of course, I didn't want to have to bother with the whole grinding thing because, well, it was too much of a drag. So anyway, I'm gonna cut away one last time to my final setup here. This is every class that I had mastered thus far. And to top it off, I had them learn this one vital spell that I need to defeat X-Death. And my equipment should be... not that. Should be... ribbons. Ribbons and running shoes. If you don't have any of this equipped on a party member, then you're probably gonna have a bad time. But hey, even if I don't have the specified equipment, a simple soft should be able to bring them back, yeah? So here's how it's gonna go down. Two shall have X magic, and white, the both of you guys. And the other pair shall have two guild toss, one with blue magic, and one with time magic. Dimension. You're late! I didn't know you were still here, JT. I thought you left. Well, thanks for getting rid of that embod for me. I finally have it! The ultimate power! Power that will rule the world! Alright. The power of the void. So, okay, I had to do many jump cuts to get this far. You might have noticed that my levels and job statuses were different each and every time. I just didn't want to deal with all the tedious grinding, so I had to do said jump cuts. I'm going to destroy you fools! First your friends! Watch as they're sucked into the void and disappear forever! Oh man, this is not good. Stop! Come and face me, coward! Face us! Now why don't you disappear into the void too? So after all all is lost. Or is it? Boys, stand up. Don't you ever give up, my son. Trust your instincts. Dad! Zaza! Koger! Grandpa! Gelif! Presenting the 4 Warriors of Dawn. Butts, Lena, Ferris, Kara, while we hold back the power of the Void, defeat him. Only you, the Warriors of the Crystal, can save the world from the power of darkness. Now go! Why did the power of the Void disappear? Ah! Take this! Father! Father! Come on! Now is the time to defeat X-Death! Go! Warriors, or don't you mean of the crystal? What? Typo? X-Death, your time has come! This is it! So, I basically don't have to worry about casting haste. Everybody has it. What you want though is to cast Big Guard right away. You will thank yourself later. Right now, you can just wail on him. Wait a minute. Okay, so wait. I think one of them has a dud weapon. You see this? It's not a very good weapon to have. I think I see it as the imitation Excalibur version of this. So why do I still have it? Whatever, I'm just gonna destroy you with all that I have. Don't forget the strategy, though. Of course, you ain't got to worry about anything yet in this form. Which, needless to say, is gonna go by pretty quickly. Okay, not what I wanted to happen. You know, I don't think I care for the time magic that Ferris has. She should have X-Fight. You should not have that. Alright, let's go with this. No more mulligans. Let's go! Is what I would have said if I took this out, put this in, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Go! Whoopsie. I am the Alpha and the Omega. Again, it's not gonna be too much trouble yet. In fact, this is the easiest phase of the battle, so you don't really got anything to worry so far. You do gotta worry about some strong spells though, like that. I'm certain they can be easily fixed up with that. But yeah, what the heck? System borked. The void begins to devour X-Death. Why? I had the power of void. What is void? Yarg! And now the real fight begins. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to respond to the situation that I have to deal with. Can't thoroughly understand it. I am Neo X-Death. I shall erase all memory all existence, all dimensions, and then I too shall disappear. For eternity! I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I am death, destroyer of worlds. Right. So, can't really explain it, but, you really gotta up your game here. But, without going into it too much, your main target is the, bottom one. Alright, so I didn't have to do that. It goes down to the fact that you will want to have all you can for this situation. Okay, so I realize I could have had to summon instead of white magic. That's the one thing I forgot to do. And I blew it big time. So I had no idea about that sort of thing, and, well, I goofed. Alright, it's not that you were the one that had to have. I mean, I still got, enough of the equipment necessary, and, you don't have to have, 4 ribbons. You just have to have. Okay. It looks like everybody's ready. This time. I said there wasn't gonna be any more mulligans. I pray this is the last time. Alright, speeding this up. Because, I've already, gone through this. Round 2. Fight! But you're also gonna notice I didn't have anybody with black magic here. You didn't have to go through with that. Oh. Hold on, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I needed a so okay, notice the different spelling of the weapon there. That's not Excalibur. That's Excalibur. Know the difference. No wonder it was a red herring. And didn't do nearly as much damage as what we were supposed to have. Why don't you just hand that over? The one who should be doing the most damage is, you. Okay, I think we're ready to fight. For reals this time. Well, let's fucking go. Don't forget to cast Big Guard or Mighty Guard in the GBA remake? Yeah, about that. I recall you saying Asuna cures blindness. You dummy, that's the GBA version of heal in this version. So yeah, I think you were talking about this. But yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see out of that. Oh boy. The most you'll be doing here is going full ham on an X-Death here. He didn't even get a chance to attack. What a stalemate. So, once again, we make it here, and, this time, I'm going to win. This is basically what I needed for in dual cast. Dual casting, yeah. You know, that can work too. It's going to at least do moderate damage. I think I want to say that other one for when I need it. For now, I'm just gonna keep tossing coins at everything. Yeah. Not yet, I won't. Okay, the screen is shaking. Something terrible is about to happen. But you know what? I'm able to withstand in the strike thanks to a mighty guard. Or big guard here. But ain't that messed up? The final boss is having a seizure. And yeah. Wow. Okay, so there goes, the big guard status. Not a big deal. Now that we're here and taking out one of the parts, let's decimate the rest. And you know, this last boss fight is supposed to be difficult. It isn't, just so long as you, you know, got the right equipment and the setup. How is this difficult? I was worried for nothing. Granted, I might have taken the easy way out, but can you blame me? I put up with so much already in the game. It's payback time, bitch! Double Mega Flare! So, okay, only 2 parts are remaining. What, just regular attacks now? Huh. You've gotta do a lot better than that. So it's just that one part left. The weird part is that, won't always make a strike. I noticed that, bots don't got, a whole lot of, MP left, but, it don't matter. The fight's pretty much won at this point. And just like that, the game is finally over. In the beginning, there was void. Then 4 spirits came together in this void. The crystals were born and the world was created. Thus, hope gives the earth blessings, courage lights the flame, kindness makes water the source of life, and pursuit lets wisdom ride the wind. When the day comes that void shall again envelop the world, if within people live the 4 spirits, light shall again be born. 4 spirits wandering through void shall once again give birth to light. What the heck? And I do not know why it was coming up again, but disappearing. Weird. I have no idea why it was like that. The void hasn't disappeared. Even though we've defeated the X-Death? Is it because the crystals are gone? Is the world going to be enveloped by the void? Hope gives the earth blessings. Courage lights the flame. Kindness makes water the source of life. And pursuit lets wisdom ride the wind. So. The, the four crystals are now at where the four tablets used to be. The world is being reborn. The crystals, too. There was still some power left in the pieces of crystal. I'm so glad. It's because Lena and Ferris and Kara, it's because you've protected the crystal so well. But you too. And Grandpa. And now the wind will return to Tycoon, yes. Father, Grandpa, Father, and Koger and Zeza too. The world still needs you. It's still too early for you to come where we are. You have done well. Now, back to your world. Grandpa! A letter's arrived. Sid, Mid, how are you? It's Kara. It looks like we're saved. Somehow now it feels like that battle was all a dream. Since then, I'm traveled around to various towns. Things have returned to how they were before. It's so peaceful. The Counselor of Tycoon is in good spirits. but Ferris seems worried about the pirates. Castle Ball is having problems that there's no one to succeed the throne. Maybe I'll be queen. That doesn't sound too bad. Butts is in his hometown village now. Until he leaves on a journey again, he'll be with his mother and father. By the way, Boko and Coco had children. They're so cute, you should come meet them. It's been 1 year since then. Lena and Ferris are busy with everything at their castle, and Butts has left on another journey, so I think I'll go to that place where Grandpa sleeps. To that place. In the forest? If the others come asking you guys about me. No, I'm sure they'll come. Please tell them that I wanted to see them again. Kara, you did swell. You all did swell. Butts. Lena. Ferris. Okay, so this isn't the story about Gallup. His story had already passed fighting X-Staff in the forest. Kara. If, at that moment, if Grandpa had not saved me, the earth, wind, fire, and water are all alive, and the world has returned to peace, but I'm still a bit sad. I'm sure now. It's because Grandpa is gone, and I've been left all by myself. Oh, I get it now. This is his story now. Or it was his story, like I said. See you, Grandpa. You aren't alone. We're here, aren't we? Be happy. Everyone, you've come! Of course. How could we forget about a friend we fought together with? Everyone. Tears don't suit you, Kara. You need to be strong. Gallup's gonna laugh at you. You're right. Grandpa is laughing at me. The crystals have regained their power. Now we must protect it. Just like Dad and the rest had protected them. Hey, don't you hear something? Yeah, I hear it. Grandpa's voice. No, the rustling of the trees? The murmur of the water? The flaring of fire? The whisper of the earth? I don't know. But I can hear it. Yes, something warm. Let's go! And then, with that, roll credits! At last, I have beaten a mainline Final Fantasy game. Yeah, it wasn't the easiest game to play, but I've finished this nonetheless. Yeah. Final Fantasy V for the Super Famicom. So yeah, not much else to it. If this were in the GBA version, there would have been extra content to look at, you know? In fact, future installments were indeed to, have extra content anyway, right? So it's all over. It's all over. Playing Hike Northern Lights for Apple Arcade. Play Pokemon Red, and not just Pokemon Red, but a more polished version of Pokemon Red, which is pure red. So Twitter is screwed right now. Why is everything saying Mario Maker 2? Or the Fire TV, not here. Might have been a slip of the tongue. So, I'm just not exactly sure what's going on. So, it's showing your party member and their final stats, everything you built them up for in the end. Really though, I was gonna get all of the job and classes maxed up. Hell, I didn't even go as far as maxing out the Geomancer class for everyone but Ferris here. So we did something in this regard. I don't know who the MVP was in this whole fight. If anything, I think it comes down to either Lena for the big guard or my damage dealers, which could have been anybody. Maybe Ferris, because I gave her the chicken knife and kept wailing on everything left and right because of the big damage that was dealt. So, really, mission accomplished. Huh. Never mind that. And there was just a lot of notifications that I had to look at, and no problem here. I think it's time to raid somebody now. I know just who to raid. Even though I have raided him Wednesday, let's just raid him again because, hey, why not? So, stream tomorrow will be, as I said, either Hike Northern Lights or Pokemon Pure Red. See you tomorrow. See you in the raid. Keep kicking now, compadres. Bye-bye.